Hello everyone, this is MrDankEngine's speaking, and welcome to my third Q&A video I'll be doing to celebrate my channel reaching the big milestone of 20k subscribers. Wow, can't you believe it? It took me 4 years to reach this many subscribers since I reached 10k back in 2022. Today, I'll be answering everyone's questions, and this time, I got even more questions compared to my last two Q&A videos I did back in June of 2022 when I reached 10k and September of 2019 during my 5th anniversary. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the video please. Okay, so first questions we're going to answer from are from Thomas Mini's Life. His first question is, how does making minis episodes go? Like coming up with plots, etc. My answer to that question is, I'm always brainstorming ideas on what the minis would do in each episode. Second question, will the minis series ever gain individual voice actors like Earl Adventures? No, probably not. I'll just give them my own voice with different sounds for each character. 3. Do you own every Thomas Mini made? I own most minis, but not every single mini that was made. In fact, I've got a Thomas Minis collection coming soon, so stay tuned for that. 4. Favorite Thomas Minis episode? I don't really have a favorite episode to be honest, due to the amount of episodes I filmed over the years since 2017. And 5th and final question, will the minis ever journey outside into the outdoors again? That depends if there is a story worth telling, but we'll cross that bridge when we meet. Okay, the second person I'm going to answer questions from is Biglicky Studios, aka Scott, the person who voices Thomas in my Earl Adventures series. First question is, what made you come up with the Earl Adventures project? It was in 2018 when I was fiddling around with my first ever Ertl models with my Adventures ones, and when I noticed the coupling system works for both brands, it gave me the idea into making this series to begin with. 2. What will you be playing the Thomas Wonders of Sodor game? Yes, I will, but I just haven't had the time yet. 3. What are your top 5 moments of your series/films? I haven't decided what my top 5 moments are from the series, but I might do a top 5 video on that in the future when it's decided. 4. Will Diesel 10 make a comeback on Earl Adventures? Only if there is a story worth telling, but for now, I have no plans of bringing him back soon. 5. His 5th and final question, if you want another character add-on from Wonders of Sodor, who will it be and why? Edward, Henry and Toby, just to complete the whole original Steam team. Okay, next person I'm going to answer questions from is Cartoon Fiction Master 2K11. His first question is, have you ever heard of, watched, seen or Google search Strawberry Shortcake Berry in the Big City? It's a show that's really recommendable. I don't watch Strawberry Shortcake or any of its incarnations, sorry. 2. If you have watched Berry in the Big City before you started this Q&A, do you think that Bread Pudding and Raspberry Tart have a similar personality traits to James the Red Engine and Daisy the Diesel Railcar Engine? I'm afraid I can't answer that if I don't watch the show. Again, sorry. 3. What is your favourite Pringles flavour? I don't eat those chips from that brand, sorry. 4. Do you like regular lemonade or pink lemonade? Regular lemonade, but where I live, we call the Sprite drink lemonade if you're referring to the yellow liquid that is. And 5th and final question, are you starting to like All Engines Go? Not really, I don't hate it anymore, as I've realised that some fans actually enjoy it and I must respect their opinions. Okay, next up is Rainbow Chaser 96, and she has 3 questions instead of 5. Her first question is, how many total of seasons do you have planned for Earl Adventures? I've got so many story ideas planned, so I can't count how many seasons I'll work on after season 6. Second question, why is it called Earl Adventures if you don't use Earl toys to film it? I actually do use Earl toys for my series. I use a majority of rolling stock and some engines too. Take the Skyline Railway engines and the Comedy Fell crew as an example. Third and final question, will any new characters introduced in the 2026 series appear in Earl Adventures? Only if there is a story worth telling, though I do plan to use the 2026 Harold and Flynn as OCs for my series, and maybe Bertie once he's revealed. Okay, next up, Javar Pictures 997 only has 2 questions. His first question is, what's your favourite episode of Thomas and Friends Earl Adventures? I usually do top 5 videos of what my favourite episodes are in each season, but if it's in general, it's a tough one. And his other question, have you thought of making 3D printed customs for characters that none of the diecast ranges has made? I don't have a 3D printer, sorry. Alright, next up is Nody Brody 1218. His first question, how are your Earl Adventures projects doing? My projects are going well, thanks, as I'm just about to release the first 5 episodes of Season 6 very soon. 2. How many seasons do you have planned for Earl Adventures? I've already answered a similar question like that to Rainbow Chaser 96's first question. 3. What are your top 10 moments of your series? That question is a bit similar to the one of Scott's questions he sent me, so I'll decide what my top 10 moments are in a future video. 4. What is your favourite episode of your series? That's also another question that was given out, but from Javal Pictures 997's first one. And 5th and final question, what is your favourite Thomas Minis episode? That question is similar to the one of Thomas Minis Life's questions, except it's for one episode. Alright, next up is Harrison Allen, and he only has 4 questions instead of 5. First question is, have you become a fan of Tugs as of recent Earl Adventures episodes? I'm not really a big Tugs fan, to be honest, though I have watched the episodes and they were pretty good, but that doesn't mean I'm a fan of it, unlike Thomas. 2. Are you excited for the new Thomas series and Avengers Doomsday? I have mixed feelings about the new Thomas series and Avengers Doomsday when they come out, but we'll have to wait and see. 3. Do you plan on getting Wonders of Sodor when it releases later this year? That question is also similar to Scott's, but hopefully I'll get the Wonders of Sodor game soon. 4th and final question, what's your opinion on the official Magic World Director's Cut releasing at the end of the year? I'm actually looking forward to the Director's Cut being released this year, and I just hope it'll be better than the final version of Tatma. Next up, Downey Studios 2001, who has 5 questions. First question is, how much merchandise of the Wiggles do you own? The only pieces of Wiggles merch I currently own are the Smitty figures of the Wiggles themselves, cake toppings of the Wiggly Friends, and the Smitty Big Red Car. Question 2 is, favourite voices of the Bob the Builder characters? The original 3 of actors, which are Neil Morrissey, Rob Rackshaw, and Kate Harbour. 3. Have you ever been to the UK before? No, I've never been to the UK before. 4. Do you voice for other users in the Thomas fandom? I have done a few voice work for other users in the fandom before, but only if it's something that interests me. 5th and final question, thoughts on the Shrek and Toy Story films? The Shrek and Toy Story films are very nostalgic and enjoyable, and I enjoy them a lot like everyone else. Alright, next questions come from Stephen Lyons, who only has 4 questions. First question is, you have any plans to introduce more OC characters into your series? I've already answered this question to Rainbow Chaser 96's third one, in which the 2026 Harold and Flynn will be used as OCs in my series. 2. You have any cast characters? I'll be doing a cast collection soon in honour of its 20th anniversary. 3. You got any next film planned after when you release Race for the Soda Olympics? I do have some ideas of what my next film is going to be after I release Race for the Soda Olympics, but I can't give out the details just yet. 4th and final question, are you planning on rest character from AEG like Bruno or Burp Legend into your series? I don't really understand that question if I'm being honest, but I have used Bruno in my series before, but only as a background break fan. Next set of questions come from Super Mario Sonic Z. First question, which are you looking forward to more, Super Mario Galaxy movie or Toy Story 5? I already watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie and I enjoyed it, and I'm hoping for Toy Story 5 to be good when it comes out later this month. 2. What got you into Thomas and Friends? I was a baby when I was watching it for the first time, and I think it's because the edges of the show had faces which got me into Thomas, plus the original theme tune was a bop. 3. Do you like any other Nickelodeon shows other than SpongeBob? I don't really focus on Nickelodeon nowadays, but in my later school years I remember enjoying some Nick shows, but I don't want to go through them as I don't want this video to go for too long. Fourth and final question, this is kind of a silly one, but what's your favourite anime if you watch any? I'm not really a big anime fan if I'm being honest, so I can't really answer that question, sorry. Next 3 questions come from Fish and Chips Buddy. First question, what's your opinion on Paw Patrol? I have no opinions on Paw Patrol as I much prefer Bluey any day. What's your opinion on Sora videos? If you're referring to the AI software, I prefer not to say. What's your opinion on JoJo Circus? I remember watching JoJo Circus on Playhouse Disney when I was younger, but I don't really have that much opinions on it. But I did enjoy a theme song as it was a real bob. Next 2 questions come from Harry the Media Dude 24. His first question is, if you were to drive a Thomas character, who would you choose? Thomas himself and maybe Percy as well. Second and final question, which Thomas YouTuber is the most nostalgic to you? A handful of options. Zero One Salty, Leo Video, Thomas Wood Railway, Miss Oliver Blossom, etc. And now we move on to the single questions, which comes from the users that only have one question. First up is Sadic Man. Did you ever play Roblox? Yes, I do play Roblox sometimes. I've been playing it since 2013, and I even have a Roblox Thomas series coming soon. Mr. Bloober Legend asks, what are some of your all-time favourite Thomas fan series? I've got quite a lot of favourite Thomas fan series as we speak, but I don't want to go through all of them as I don't want this video to go for too long. Hope you'll understand, mate. SB Master 2009 asks, will there be a season 7 of your series? Yes, there will be, and it's due to come out sometime in 2027. Useful Duncan Fan asks, any plans on buying the new 2026 diecast engines? I have actually considered buying the new diecast engines from the 2026 Thomas reboot, but that depends on if the quality on them is actually good, plus wind space in my bedroom. Dave Navas 175 asks, what was the first time you started collecting the Thomas Metal diecast merchandise range? If I can remember, it was either in 2003 or 2004 where I got my first ever Take Log models, which are Gordon, Percy, Toby and Lady. Willie Vanilli 69 asks, how do you feel about using Guanimate today, and are you in touch with people such as Jimmy Gack and Wigglesworld 2000? I'm currently working on the Misbehaving series Reimagined, which is basically a revamped version of the original Misbehaving series by Jimmy Gack 2001, except it's all done in Flash themes, and I'm still in touch with Jimmy Gack and Wigglesworld. Soda Regis Fan 497 asks, have you heard about the new Wonders of Sodor game that is coming soon? If so, what about the game are you excited for when it's released? I've already heard about the Wonders of Sodor game, and it's already out on some consoles, and I don't want to go deep into details, but I will definitely be getting the Wonders of Sodor game soon. The Black Mask Engine asks, first, congratulating, and second, are you going to be uploading any gaming videos on Roblox or Steam? I already mentioned that I have a Roblox series coming soon, but I don't really do gaming videos on my channel, sorry. Edric Fan 2006 asks, who is your favourite character in Thomas and Friends, Family Guy, SpongeBob, SML, Cars and Total Drama? For Thomas and Friends, Thomas himself. Family Guy, Peter, Stewie, Chris, Quagmire and Herbert. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob himself, Patrick, Squidward and Mr. Krabs. SML, Marvin, Jr., Jeffy, Chef Pee-Pee, Cody and Brooklyn Guy. Cars, Lightning McQueen, Mater, Doc Hudson, Fillmore and Frosty. As for Total Drama, I don't really watch that show nowadays, so I don't have a favourite character from that, sorry. And our final question comes from someone named Chippy. What is your favourite Thomas and Friends character? It would have to be Thomas himself. Anyway guys, that's all the questions I answered to for this video, and I'm really baffled that I reached 20k subscribers. But thank you all for helping me make my channel reach the milestone, and I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A video, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, I need a break from all that talking. Until then, this is MrDankEngine's signing off saying, that's it, I gotta go and peace out.